Hey, it's TimesCark11 with another area of my Animal Crossing New Horizons island that's been updated. So here is my forest section of the northwest corner of my island. Most of the island is city core and Xenoblade inspired, but I've got a small forest section up in the corner here. So the first thing that has been changed is this Torii Gate has replaced the stone arch, and it is absolutely perfect. This is one of my favorite new items. Wish I could find more places to use this, because this is just such a good looking item. Before we go through the bamboo forest, through the Torii Gate, first is the Aegis slash Zohar pond up here. So I've updated this a bit. I moved the campsite over here so that I could kind of shrink down the other forest area. I've got this, I forget what it's called, gazebo thing. Azumaya gazebo, I think that's what it's called, because it fits really well with the bamboo forests. And recording this during maple season because it's very fitting for forest areas. And it's the best looking time. Besides, best looking times for the forests are in the winter when everything's covered in snow, during maple season when everything's red, and cherry blossom season when everything's pink. So not a lot of stuff here, just a little bit of updates to this part of the pond. I was going to put a rope ladder there, or, well, I don't have the rope ladder DIY yet, but was going to put a ladder there, but I figured vines just fit better, and I didn't have anywhere else to use the vines where I wasn't already using ladders. Now going through the gate. Also, I've updated the hot spring there. I'll be going over the changes to the hot spring. Not a lot of changes to the hot spring, I just moved it over one tile. But the area around the hot spring has been updated, so I'll be going over that in another video. So this bamboo forest is one of the oldest sections of my island that's remained unchanged. I've only made small changes to it, but the general area of this whole forest section is one of the oldest parts of my island. So the maple season trees are very fitting for this area. So I've updated Peckaway's house a bit, added a little garden first so that I had some more crops to grow, more space for crops. Before I had pumpkins there, but I have plenty of pumpkins already, so I replaced it with other crops. Got this fence, that really nice fence added in. This is meant to be like a grape harvest area, like a grape orchard, whatever you call it, with where grapes are grown. And I put in some pine trees to expand the area upwards a bit because it felt a little too flat over here before. So over here is Outlook Park from Xenoblade Chronicles. Oh yeah, I was supposed to add a bridge back over there. I forgot to do that. But I'll cover that when I do the hot springs. So not a lot of changes to Outlook Park, but it looks very nice with the red trees. The only thing I actually changed here is I just added in this butterfly model to give it a bit more color. And of course, we got the Shulk and Fiora outfits sitting there to make it look like they're sitting in Outlook Park. And I gotta harvest mushrooms for the day. So I've made a lot of changes to this whole section here. As you can see on the map, I cut down like half of this whole area, this pine forest area. Added glowing moss in a few spots. This area looks really, really good at night because of the glowing moss pond. I replaced the actual water with the glowing moss pond because that's just, this item is amazing. Also love how it pops out like that. I've got the Master Sword there because it's fitting to have the Master Sword in an area like this. I added mush lamps along with the glowing moss. Let's give it more light over here. Added this thing because it's just cool. Still got Nene and Kino having some marshmallows. And then a little campsite down here. So yeah, I'll show all this again once I do a nighttime tour of the full island after I've gone through all the updated areas. Probably sometime in January, when everything's snowy, I'll do a full nighttime island tour. This perspective is a nice view on Outlook Park. Also, a small change I made to the bamboo forest I forgot to mention before is I moved it up a little because I was moving the pond and kind of festival area up a bit, so I had to move all the bamboo trees up by one tile to fit the space for that. Down there's RFC. No changes to RFC, but once it's snowy, I'll show that again because it looks very different depending on the season since it's a more natural area. So next week I'll be showing off my new farm. Very expanded farm from what it used to be. So see you next time.